All right, so I think it's recording. It looks like it. Um, so, hello, my name is Anna St. Peter, and I am here with Trevor Christensen, and we chose the topic of how music affects the world that we live in. My milestone is the pop culture in America, and Trevor's is music and human communication.
All right, like she said, mine is music and human communication. So basically, over the course of this semester, we have focused on the importance of music, in terms of music being an important way of expressing human emotion. It also provides a sense of comfort, reduces stress, and can improve mood. It enables an individual to develop a sense of personality, and musical is also a powerful means of communication, in terms of allowing intention and meaning regardless of whatever language you speak. Along with that, music is also taught in education. Music is taught in schools worldwide for many reasons. It promotes craftsmanship, creativity, also allows other students to connect with other people. It increases students' academic skills and boosts overall self-esteem. And finally, what I've learned recently is that music can be used as medicine. There's recent research indicating that music being an effective sort of coping mechanism when battling the symptoms of dementia. Music allows dementia patients to feel sort of like themselves again. Some potential benefits of using music as medicine include improvements in memory, mood, and overall quality of life.
Okay, so like I said, my milestone is the popular culture in America. We focus on comic books as well as music, and since Trevor's lined up with music, we felt like that was the easiest way to go to make a connection. Music does three things. It reflects, shapes, and challenges culture. So music reflecting culture, it reflects it best, I think, in instrumentation and the technological advances that we see in those. So we start in the early 1900s and late 1800s, where we're seeing very small amounts of progression in musical instruments, but it's beginning. And then over time, as technology advances, we can see how culture has changed and the necessity for new instruments, such as like electric guitar or synthesizers, things like that, where we see culture and changes being reflecting music. Music also shapes culture. So we see this most in the genres that are created. Essentially, the music industry looks for new sounds to market to us as consumers. That requires the discovery of new talent, and new talent is the discovery of new sounds and styles that are influenced by either the region that people live in or past genres. So some examples of region influence would be the blues are from the Mississippi Delta area. Folk music we associate with rural areas, and Brit rock we associate with Europe. So mainstream society has the choice at that point in time to accept or reject what is being presented. And in that way, it shapes, the genres shape musical progression in culture. So here is a roadmap of genres, and we can see that different genres are influenced from all different areas, dating all the way back to African music and different items like that, rhythmic patterns, things like that. We see it all transfer through time into all the different genres that we've accepted or rejected, and why. The music, thirdly, challenges culture. The best example I have for this is the civil rights movement. So music such as Mississippi Goddam by Nina Simone, We Shall Overcome, done by Pete Seeger, Strange Fruit, which is written by Abel Meerpool, but it was performed most widely by Billie Holiday. And then even This Little Light of Mine, Spirituals, being used. The one example that we had in our class was performed by Fannie Lou Hamer. who was a big icon for the civil rights movement. Using these songs catapulted the civil rights movement and gave it a fire to really burn, and a voice for people to be heard. And because of the musical influence and how big that movement became, the culture changed. We changed as society. So like I said before, we decided to go ahead and choose music as our general theme, since it seemed to be appropriate. We both had talked about music in our milestone classes, and the way that it affects our different lifestyles, our different cultures, different things, is what was interesting about putting ours together. So
right, and sort of going along with that, what I personally found interesting about this sort of topic was that not only can music be used as medicine or in education, but also, as Anna was saying, that it reflects, shapes, and challenges all of us. What I specifically found interesting was what she mentioned about the civil rights movement and the specific songs that had sort of a great impact during that period of time. Music is just so powerful in that way, and I think that's something that we can all agree with to this point in time.
And what I found really interesting about yours, Trevor, was that this idea of music being medicine. I'm a music education major, but I don't always dabble in the music therapy side of things. Right. And what I find interesting is this ability of music to really not heal the illness of dementia, but to at least give a reprieve. And I think that's so important, not just for the people who have the disease, but those who are caretakers around them, having that moment to be able to bring back some memories that maybe they would have had lost had the music not reminded them on that. So I thought that was really interesting.
Right.
So some ways that music affects me in my own life, since our presentation is how music affects the world that we live in. Like I said, I'm a music education major, so music is my entire world. I have it professionally, but I also have it personally. And what affects me the most are the moments where I feel that life is too much of a struggle that I can bear, and I will simply play music. And it's like that world that I get to place myself in, almost a bubble. And it makes me feel like I can accomplish whatever it is that I need to accomplish.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. For me personally, it affects my life in a number of ways as well. Music is everywhere, no matter where you go, and you can truly use it as something to improve your mood, something to reduce stress, give you comfort in a time of need. You can even use it, in somewhere as simple as the gym to get you motivated to exercise. It's everywhere, and it affects every one of us. So that's just a taste of how it affects my life personally. And overall, in conclusion, so as we said, music is powerful and can make an impact in not only your life, but everybody around you. Music can be used as medicine for in many ways. Music can be a certain form of communication. From culture to culture, you can really understand the meaning of music through sounds, and you don't really need words to describe that. And finally, music presents endless aspects, such as genre, that can be rooted throughout the world. So that's our presentation on music and how it affects the world around us.